Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Intan Shahirah Binti Hamzah, 21 years old. Basically, I belong to Batu Pahat, Johor, and I am the youngest among 3 siblings. I have recently done my diploma in banking at University of Najmara with CGPA 3.68. It was an enriching experience, and I have learned a lot of basic knowledge in terms of banking and also in the terms of preparing the profit and balance sheet and also profit and loss sheet. I have a basic understanding on using Microsoft Word, Excel, and also PowerPoint. During my studies, I have joined one academic club named as Diploma in Banking Association and hold a title as an exco. And I was also involved in the marching band, Green Phoenix Marching Band, and held a title as assistant band major blowers. I have experience working in the food and beverage sector as a part-time cashier in KFC Malaysia from August 2021 until November 2021. As a result of my studies and a part-time cashier, I am able to work in a team and under pressure. I also have a good verbal communication and a high confidence level. The summary of this job is to ensure that the company receives payment for goods and services offered to clients. To be a credit and account receivable clerk, I need to prepare books, verify and record customer payment and transactions related to accounts receivables. This job also requires me to create the invoices, updates and maintain the customer files including the name or address changes, mergers and mailing attention. Also, creates reports regarding the current status of customer accounts as requested. The excellent verbal and written communication skills needed for this position, proficient in Microsoft Office Suite or related software as well as other accounting software programs, and excellent organizational skills and attention to detail. The education listed that high school diploma or equivalent required and also at least 2 years of related experience. Regarding the current issue that happens all over the world nowadays may rise the insecurities of each bank and financing company to keep the customer safe, especially during the pandemic of COVID-19. Some of the problems that have been known nowadays are like non-performing loans, Asian financial crisis, red flags in credit card scam, fraud alerts, red flags in banks and some types of bankruptcy. In this interview, I want to explain more about the red flags on credit card scam. Credit card scam or credit card fraud is a form of identity theft in which the criminals make some purchases or objective to get the cash advances using a credit card account that is assigned by the owner of the card. This happens due to the theft of the physical credit card or the account numbers and pins, or new credit card accounts being opened in the owner's name without his or her consent. To be known, Malaysia is in the top 10 for e-commerce fraud in the world. The latest cases that arose in Malaysia was on 5th February 2018, where a 62-year-old man from Gurun Kedah lost RM95,000 to a scammer who posed as a bank officer. The victim allegedly received a call from a bank claiming to be a representative from a bank, informing him that he had arrears on his credit card. Risk measurement on the individual credit should be used in this term. The banking institution need to develop and implement comprehensive procedures and information systems to monitor the condition of individual credits and related single borrowers across the banking institution various portfolios. Monitoring procedures need to define criteria to identify and report any potential problem credits and other transactions to ensure that they are subject to more frequent monitoring as well as possible corrective action, classification or provisioning. An effective credit monitoring system should include the measure of the monitoring the usage of approved credit lines by the borrowers. Not only that, it also needs to ensure that the project cash flow of major credits meet the debt servicing requirements and also classify potential problem credits on a timely basis. One of the techniques on loan recovery that can be used in these problems is Cooperative Workout Agreement (CWA). It is done at the early of this stage of loan recovery, which it is actually involve negotiation between both parties, which is bank and customer, without resulting to any legal action. This agreement is implemented upon corrective measures agreed by both parties. The renegotiated terms will generally provide some measure of relief to the borrowers, and one that customer can choose is to modify terms of the agreement. A proper discussion with the banker to cease or freeze the credit card for a while and change it to the new one helps to track the fraud, which is the transaction that happened during the time. It does help to track the allocation of the usage of the card, and it may be proof that the card is actually scammed by others. And appropriate steps or legal action then can be proceeded by the bank to sue or any related steps. And why you should hire me? I'm a fast learner and always alert about any changes. So if this company hire me, it may be easier for them to teach me on other basis as a credit and account receivable clerk. As a conclusion, that is all from me. Thank you for watching my resume video. Until we meet.